Okay, guys, I'm here. Let me take these off. That's my headphones. Hopefully, we'll be able to be heard, and I'm going to have these pointed at me just in case I use these microphones. Okay, here I am. I got the handy dandy notebook. All right, this is the complete draft list, and I believe this is also with the supplemental draft for everything. We're going to start with Raw, go into SmackDown, and then I'm going to give my opinion of what the draft is anymore because of certain things I've noticed the last couple years. Now, this is going back years with the draft. I'm starting to see that the draft really don't mean nothing. Okay? But it's a different, so I'll give you my opinion when I'm done. Okay, we start with Raw. I'm going to go down. It's all in alphabetical order. So if y'all want to write this down, be my guest. It's not really worth it. I did it. It's not worth it. Okay, now on Raw, in alphabetical order of the draft list for Raw: Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, Alpha Academy, Big Bronson Reed, Braun Strowman, Braun Breaker, CM Punk, Creed Brothers, and Ivy Nile. CM Punk, I got, yeah, okay, Damage Control, Dijak. Let that sink in. Drew McIntyre, Imperium as a tag team, no longer a three-man. There's a lot going into that. Ivar, what happened to Eric? I don't know. Okay, he's injured, correct? Yeah, okay, well, that would be understandable why they only did Ivar and not Eric, too. What happened to, what's her name, too? Oh, my God. Oh, sorry. Jey Uso, Caden Carter, and Katana Chance. Kiana James, congratulations on the bring up from the NXT. Liv Morgan, the LWO. You know, Eddie Guerrero's creation. That will be that's a video for another day. We got Lyra Valkyria. Congratulations on the bring up. Natalia, welcome back. New Catch Republic. The first two UK champions as a tag team. They're amazing. I love them together. I hope they have big things happening for them in the future. Ricochet, Trevor Mann, whatever you want to go by his name, Prince Puma, whichever one you want to use. He deserves to be the top guy with Seth Rollins and all them. Seth Rollins is my next name. Wow, I didn't even notice that. Shayna Baszler, Sheamus, The Final Testament, AOP, and there you got AOP, Paul Ellering, you got Karrion Kross, and you got Mrs. Karrion Kross and his wife. Yeah. Judgment Day, Raw. Judgment Day kind of fits. The New Day and Zoe Stark. So we got Shayna and Zoe both individually drafted to Raw when the two of them should be a tag team all day long. Now, with that going down the list, I see you got a great roster just for them alone. You got yourself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tag teams between them. That, to me, sounds amazing. Maybe 12. I think I forgot New Day. Okay, 12. That's 6 and 6. 6 face, 6 against face. But yet, oh, that's right, because then you have to keep the tag team champions for Raw being Truth and Miz automatically stayed. You automatically had Damian Priest stays. Becky Lynch stays because they were undraftable. They were not drafting champions between two shows. So we're good with all that. Now we move over to the SmackDown list. You got Uncle Albert, AJ Styles, Albert Jones, That's AJ. Now AJ Styles is Albert Jones Styles. Okay, Andrade, Mr. Charlotte Flair. Apollo Crews, congratulations on the chance. Baron Corbin, welcome back to the main roster. Then we got Bianca Belair, the #1 draft pick of all. Blair Davenport, the last draft pick. Congratulations on the job. You moved up into the main roster. Congratulations. Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Not sure how I feel about that. That's beside the point. Carmelo Hayes. Congratulations on the bring up, and you already had a title shot. Awesome. Cedric and Ashante. You know, Cedric Alexander and Ashante, the whatever. I don't know much about Ashante, but I know Cedric Alexander is a great talent on the same level as a Ricochet. But yeah, we'll go. That's a video for another day. We got Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. It's Chelsea Green and Piper. Yeah. Then we got Candice LeRae's husband and his friend in DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Then we got the former member of Imperium, Giovanni Vinci, is on SmackDown. And we're going to get... Okay, we got Bianca Belair, but we have a possible tag team partner in Jade Cargill. They're like complete opposites to one another, but yet are almost identical to each other. Great tag team in the making. Hopefully they keep it going. Then we got KO, Kevin Owens, LA Knight, and then we get Legado del Fantasma, Naomi, Nia Jax, Pretty Deadly, the OG, Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura, the King of Strong Style, Tegan Knox, the remaining members of the Bloodline. But Roman Reigns elected to be removed from the draft. But the remaining members of the Bloodline were drafted to SmackDown. Then we got the OC. Congratulations, Michin, being over here on SmackDown still. Then we got the Pride. Great to see Bianca Belair and her husband on the same show still. Love how they're making it more about family friendly. And then we got Tiffy Time, Tiffany Stratton. To me, it sounds like two great rosters. But here's my kicker. Majority of these people were already on these shows. The draft really done nothing for this superstar shakeup. And that's what this is supposed to be, the shakeup. So why not move people from Raw to SmackDown to fight against the others, and instead of only 2, 3, 4 different people changing shows, majority of the people stayed on the same show. The draft is ridiculous. It's useless. It doesn't change anything anymore because everybody's been facing each other anyway. The fact that they took the champions out of the picture, they no longer begin, like SmackDown champion can't end up on Raw. The Raw champion can't end up on SmackDown. At least we knew if a champion got drafted, the other champion was coming to replace him. That's how it was. It was very easy to come by, but it's all repetitive. The draft was a Vince McMahon idea. It was good at the beginning, but it fails today. The business is different. It needs to be treated different. Triple H has great ideas. Nick Khan, great ideas. But you need to get rid of the Vince McMahon bullcrap. Sorry to say it, but yeah. Vince McMahon was getting to the point where he couldn't understand the business today. He's so used to monsters on monsters on monsters. And the business ain't that way anymore. There's more people into CrossFit in the business today than there ever was in the history. I mean, you got people like Seth Rollins. You got people like AJ Styles. They're not monsters. They're not 6'5", 290 pounds, and their arms are not 24 inches around. Yeah, you got a couple. You got like Braun Strowman, monster. Bobby Lashley, monster. Bronson Reed, monster. But it's becoming more far and few between where athleticism is more important in the business today. I loved the Attitude Era. I was part of it in a different stance, not in the WWE or WCW. Yeah, I did do a little bit of ECW work, but only as an outside contractor. I was never signed, technically. I was there off and on for 2 years. I did most of this stuff like working ring crew. I did stuff, just moving stuff around and being security. That's what I did. But I wasn't there very long. When I wrestled under named Casey Jones. It wasn't amazing. I wasn't the greatest there was, but I was more along the lines of a Taz, 5'7". I was about 230, and I was lifting people that I shouldn't have been picking up. I was suplexing people that were too big for me. But I also lived the whole ECW life. You know, I was doing the hardcore style, and it's not there anymore. Yeah, you got death matches, okay? I remember when death matches were in its infancy. I wrestled with a group that ended up getting bought out by CZW. We were a small little group. There was like about 20 of us. We wrestled around Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York. We were all over the place. We were going and doing like their version of Tournament of Death, but without the ultraviolet. A lot of people don't understand what ultraviolet is. That's where Nick Gage almost lost his life. That's ultraviolet. We were hardcore. We were extreme. We would do things on. I was not a monster of a man. I'm 5'7", 5'8", but yet I could jump off the ropes, and yet I could still suplex somebody bigger than me. I wasn't the guy that would beat the crap out of you on the ground. I would have to get you on the mat before I could beat the crap out of you. I wasn't the guy who was stomping mud holes in people in the corner and giving them the finger. Well, I was, but I wasn't stomping mud holes. I was giving them the finger because that's what my thing was. I was along the lines of a Stone Cold before Stone Cold started doing the whole middle finger thing. That's who I was. That was my style. That was the style I loved then. And I love watching people try to emulate it today. It's great to see that some history is still there. But we need people who understand the history to bring it forth. Like, we got an RVD. There's history in the business, and he can still work today. Sabu, not as... He was... How do you explain Sabu? Exactly. I mean, those guys, they were a great tag team. RVD, Sabu. Taz and Sabu were a great couple guys that knew each other well, and they could perform great in the ring. You got guys like that coming over from New Japan into AEW. I know a lot of people don't get the whole AEW thing, but it's more about the match quality than it is about the storyline. WWE is trying to finally move from just being storyline based into putting match quality in with the storyline. And they're finding ways to do it. They're bringing people back. I'm one. I didn't even start doing this channel until I saw a buddy of mine, Tantalizing Tony, doing his, and saw he was loving it. He was putting his heart and soul into it. He was giving his all. Then you got ABJ, does the same thing. He puts everything into it. You gotta love these guys. You gotta watch them. You gotta respect where they come from and where they've been. And you got to let them know that no matter how bad things get, you got your connection to the business that we all love. I'm only doing this because Tony is a great guy. Tantalizing Tony. Watch him every time he puts a video up. I try to jump in when I can. Sometimes I don't jump in for a while, but I always try to catch it, even if it's after. I do the same thing with Anthony Blackwell. I may not be able to jump in and talk to him when he's there, but I try to watch it after. I love these two guys to death. If it wasn't for the two of them, I wouldn't even be doing this today. So with that being said, that my opinion of the WWE Draft may differ from theirs. But I think the draft is dead, man. You can't keep doing it. It needs to be done. You need to, if anything, if you're going to do more trades, trade up, trade these two guys for them 2 picks and get Raw 4 picks in 1 round. But yet SmackDown gets 2 picks on another round. Trade them around, get it like that. The way they're doing this draft doesn't work anymore. It needs to be where you're getting these guys over here, these guys over here. Truly shake it up. All you're doing now is just giving us the same recycled matches over and over again. Just how I feel. Well, with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. Look, give me a like. Give me a subscribe. Hell, hit that notification. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to continue to do this because I'm starting to find a love for this. And the people that are showing me the love back, I really appreciate every last one of you. All 76 of you. I don't care if it's 76, 760, or 76,000. If I get to 100, I'd be happy. I feel like I've accomplished something. I'm close. So hit that subscribe button. Hit that notifications. Hit that bell. Ding, ding. All right? And let's see how far we can rock this world, okay? Let's rock it. Let's roll it. Let's get this done, all right? Until next time. Peace.